Hello, Lou. How are you?
Great today. How are you?
Good. My mouth is healing after extraction, so I might be talking a little bit weird today, but I'm trying my best, and it feels, a C. Kind of good, kind of bad, not terrible. Today we are talking about giving. And obviously an amazing gesture if you can do it right now. We'll be talking with 24 Meals, an awesome group that just got together very recently and got us all the chefs working to cook meals for other people. It's an awesome, awesome organization. So in Pandemic Provisions today, we will be talking about food. Giving food to people. And I'm going to start. I'm very proud, as you know, to be on the Culinary Council for 3 Square. That is 3square.org online. And every dollar that you donate to them, which honestly, every dollar counts, especially right now, every dollar is 3 nutritious meals for kids, seniors, and families here in Las Vegas. There are a lot of ways that you can help them. They're a great organization here. They're kind of the county and the city's main food bank in all of the valley. And you can donate, obviously, whatever money you can. I know that's hard for a lot of people right now, especially. So another way that you can help is to volunteer your time. They definitely need people to come over and help them sort food, pack food, to package meals for the kids on the weekends, which is super fun and an easy way to give to your community and not have to spend any money that maybe you don't have right now. And also, I just want to tell people out there that if you need help, it's totally okay to get help. We're all struggling right now. Everybody is in different ways, some more than others. And if you need help, with food, please go get it, especially if you have a family that needs food. You can go to that website again, 3square.org. It's very easy to fill it out, an application to get food, and there's a ton of distribution sites as well as a place where you can actually drive through and have food distributed to you if you're kind of, worried about contact and that type of thing. Louis, you are going to talk about another amazing organization here in Las Vegas, in the Valley, Delivering with Dignity.
Yes, Delivering with Dignity was actually co-founded in Las Vegas by Poonam Mathur, executive director of the Elaine P. Wynn Family and Foundation, Julie Murray, president of the Moonridge Foundation and Moonridge Group, our friend and my mentor, Elizabeth Blau of Blau and Associates, and their technology partner is Copia. And they collaborated with the Clark County Commissioner, Marilyn Kirkpatrick, and United Way. So that's a lot of local people coming together to organize and launch this great giving effort. So how it works is that the organization keeps restaurant workers working. It was founded way back in March when all of this was just happening as kind of a response to the crisis of the novel coronavirus. So we didn't know what we were going to go through. And then there's a lot of people, especially in the kind of older and at-risk population.
Yeah, or disabled, right? Or people who are sick that just, they can't get out to get food.
Exactly. So you can actually give to them by either becoming a food hero, which is a delivery driver. You just sign up.
They really need those right now.
And you just sign up on their website, deliveringwithdignity.org, or they also accept monetary donations to the Moonridge Foundation. So It's a win-win scenario because number one, it keeps all restaurant workers working.
Yes.
Of the partner restaurants, I know Mark Marone, Graffiti Bow, our boys at Valencian Gold, as well as Honey Salt, have all been participating in this wonderful effort. Or if you don't have time to spare, you can donate whatever you can, and they really need help.
Louie, we are excited today to welcome the people who created 24 Meals, little thing that's been pushing around town right now, going from chef to chef. We have Matt and we have Katinka Fresinski with us. How are you guys today?
Wonderful. How are you guys?
You know, we're hanging in there, just like everybody else. We're hanging in there. Both Louie and I got to participate in this amazing challenge. So first, let's go ahead and talk about the challenge and how you came up with the idea.
Okay, so in the very beginning of shutdown, obviously everyone, most people in our industry out of work, and we started cooking meals. Matt started cooking meals. I don't cook, but Matt started cooking meals, and we started getting meals out to people in the industry. With him, with all the people he had out of work, all the people I had from my business out of work, we knew a lot of people were struggling. So we got a bunch of meals out. The first round that he made was 24 meals. We got those out, and the response from that was pretty powerful. All of those people, this was the first home cooked meal they've had in a really long time, and they wanted to pay it forward. So they started sending us donations of random ingredients. Hey, I'm not using these beans. I'm not using this. Can you do something with it? And he can. So we would take it, and he would make more meals. So that continued on. And then when he went back to work, we had all of these donations and all these random ingredients. You put that in front of me, and I have no idea what to do. You put that in front of a chef. Chef knows what to do. So we decided to make it fun and get the community involved. And what better than to get other chefs involved? So we decided that it'd be really fun to do mystery boxes with a bunch of donated ingredients, send it out to a chef, and kind of make a chef challenge about it. Send them 24 meals or 24 to-go boxes, all the ingredients, and have them play and make whatever they wanted with the ingredients they got. So, and then to make it full circle, they would then nominate another chef and then gift an ingredient that they wanted the next chef to have. So that made it super fun, and it's just snowballed from there. We had no idea it was gonna, our little family project would grow this big, but it's super exciting, and we've been helping a lot of people. And right now we're a little over 3,500 meals that we've gotten out to the community. So that's super, super cool. We had a huge economy size can of dried bananas. And how are we gonna do with this? He's like, I got it. So he made a Thai chicken banana curry, and it was literally like the best curry I've ever had. It was so, and I'm not a banana guy. It was amazing. So that's where we're like, okay, all right, we could make this, we could make this work. And our son was doing inspirational messages on all of the lids, and we thought that'd be a great way to uplift, people. So we have the chefs pick out an inspirational message of their own and put them on every lid. I own VIP Bar Groups. It's an event staffing company. So I staff for events like Life is Beautiful, UFC, all the downtown alley events, Picnic in the Alley. I saw you guys there. So I staff chefs, bartenders. So festivals and pop-up events. So when all of this, my entire business is based around large gatherings. So
they're all gone.
Yeah. So the entire year basically got canceled, and yeah. So
you had some time on your hands.
I do.
Yep.
I do, and this is
Not
definitely
anymore.
Yeah, this is definitely
Right?
Yeah.
So Matt, tell us about your chef background.
So I started in kitchens literally when I was 13. I went knocking on some back doors at kitchens and said I would do it free. So I ended up working from 13 until I graduated high school in kitchens in upstate New York, where I'm from, in Ithaca, for free. I learned a lot. I graduated from the CIA. I headed out here, and I have worked up and down the strip. Currently, I'm the corporate chef, West Coast corporate chef for V&E Restaurant Group. We have 2 Cafe Americanos, one in Caesars, one in Paris, and we have Mercato in the Venetian, which are all open currently. We're surviving. It's not the same volume that we're used to, but as a restaurant group and as restaurants and individuals, we'll make it.
tell people who are not in the industry what exactly a corporate chef is as compared to, say, an executive chef at a restaurant.
Right. So I have 3 executive chefs underneath me. They run the day-to-day operations of the individual restaurants, and they have sous chefs under them. My responsibilities are everything involving food in all 3 locations. So I'm, I tell you what you can order, what you can't order, how you order it, who it comes from, how we portion it, how it's prepared. I have the final say on everything that's done in all 3 restaurants as far as food goes. I'm very much a collaborator, so it's not my way or the highway. We always sit down. We have a lot of meetings with the chefs. All chefs have the opportunity to pitch me menu ideas and item ideas, all kinds of things like that. But they're day to day, and I'm kind of I always call it like I'm the satellite. I can watch all of you guys from up here, and every now and again, if I have to zoom in, I'll zoom in. Since we've reopened, that job role has gotten bigger, because you'll find me now, since we are really tight on staff and things like that. There's been days where I'm the omelet guy, so I'm on the egg station, or I'm on expo for 16 hours, making sure that the chef gets a day off. So, our corporate chef, as far as I see it, is we really do anything wherever we have to.
Since we have 3 chefs here, Katinka, we're going to take this time to kind of talk about your brainchild here, because all 3 of us, these 3 chefs, have all participated in 24 meals. So let's start with Louie, because her freaking what she came up with was so beautiful. Talk about your experience, Louie, and what it meant to you, what it felt like when you were done.
I'm looking at all my beautiful produce and beautiful meat, and it just struck me because there was a tri-tip. There were 2 tri-tips there, and I was like, I can't combine tri-tip with ground beef. I can't. I can't. It's too beautiful, right? It's I can't put this through a grinder either. It just crushes my soul. So that's how I actually ended up with 48 meals.
Yeah, you did.
Instead of 24.
And
so
desserts too.
Yeah, they were gorgeous.
Plan at the whole time.
It was a lot of fun for me, just going through a mystery basket. You feel kind of would I say top chef, or Iron Chef-ish, I kind of was star of my own challenge here.
Yeah, totally.
So
yeah,
just being able to do that, spend an afternoon, especially since I wasn't working then, and spend an afternoon cooking for other people, that was so just gratifying and rewarding. So I had to do it twice.
So mine, I'll go, and then I'm gonna have Matt go, because you're doing it more than all of us right now, I think. It's whenever she doesn't have me doing them, right? Mine was drama in a funny way. It's funny looking back on it, but at the time I was just a freaking tragic mess. So it started. Got all my ingredients, and right away, as soon as I saw them, you know how that happens. You see them and you're like, oh, right away, exactly what I was going to do, And so I wanted to do this Trinidad chicken because that was something that my father-in-law, who literally a couple weeks before had just passed, and we had just come back from Wisconsin. It was the week that I came back from Wisconsin after being there for a month, and went through all of that. And it was his favorite dish that I cooked. And I was like, wow, this is an opportunity to, kind of honor him and also give back. So it was really emotional. So it was kind of as I was doing it, I was happy tears making it. So that was starting to be a mini drama. And then and then my sink decided to just shit the bed, full on shit the bed. I don't know what happened. I'm not going to blame it on my husband, but I don't think it was me. Something was in the sink. It got screwed up. We turned on the garbage disposal. It erupted. And then because the dishwasher was going, it started leaking. And so the water was an inch across the entire kitchen. And I'm sitting there trying to make these meals. And then a really good friend of ours, Diana Edelman from Vegan's Baby, she thought it'd be sweet to come by because I'd just come back, sad from my trip, and she didn't want me to have to cook. So she was coming with meals for me, which was super nice. But I'm oh my gosh, I'm having a kitchen disaster. I'm trying to cook these meals, and now someone's coming in. I'm not ready for this, and it's a big mess in the kitchen. It's just disaster zone. But it ended up being such an awesome experience in the end because I felt so satisfied that I had to jump like these hoops that, you know, as you know, Matt and Louie, that in a kitchen, this is the kitchen life. This is hashtag kitchen life to the extreme, you know, when like your oven breaks, when everybody calls out, when like someone dies in the family, like everything that can possibly happen to you happens at exactly the same time in the middle of like 1,000 cover service. So although it wasn't 1,000 covers, it felt like it because of the challenges that abounded. But I mean, I was just like, wow, I felt so good. Like I took those pictures and like, I was so happy because I was like, I made it through this. It felt like since I hadn't been in the kitchen a while, it was like a taste of what it's like when things go to shit in the kitchen, which is fun. And then you get out and you're alive and you're happier than ever. And then you need a drink because I definitely had a drink after that. So
You would
Oh,
never know though.
there we go.
You have a video of it and you would never know. You're cool as a cucumber and yeah.
I was like
And yet-
crying and screaming like every emotion.
Why is this happening?
right. What's going on? I do want to add though, on my experiences with it, the day that I sent out my meals and stuff, I actually had people reaching out to me, thanking me personally about, you know, for getting my meals and stuff,
So
and that was
sweet.
amazing. That was really good. Thank you guys for like giving me that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So
it was
sweet.
pretty
that's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
So Matt, what's it been like for you?
It went from 24 meals to the next day I made like 70 or 80. Every day my challenge was I'm going to make more today, and I'm going to make more today. And that was the challenge to her was you got to find mouths to get this too. And unfortunately, where our current situation is, there's plenty of mouths out there that need meals. And for me, it's as a chef, it's like one of the most humbling experiences. It kind of takes you back to why we're chefs and things, and
Yes.
it boils down to in my heart, I just love to feed people. And this whole time I've been feeding people for a paycheck and for family and just for parties and having a good time. Now I'm feeding people because they need it now more than ever, and it's really just a humbling experience to do that. And like I said, when we don't have enough meals to go out during the week because we didn't have enough chefs or the timing was off or whatever, there's been nights where I'll stay up till 3-4 in the morning and make 80, 90, 100 more meals just to make sure that all the families that are on these lists are covered. And to me, that's just as important as what I do on a daily basis is making sure that my restaurants are successful and making money. So that's always the mindset that we have.
Have you had a chance to sit down and kind of think like, where am I going to go with this? Is it going to stay on this path? Is it going to become something else? Like, what's your dream of it?
I would love to see this grow nationwide. I would love to see this be like a 24 meals New York and every single city. There's no reason that this can't happen everywhere. All the food, a big majority of the food that we get would have been thrown away. And that's what's so,
And it's a lot.
it's a
Yeah.
lot of food. I mean, the amount of food that's thrown away by restaurants and grocery stores every single day, everywhere, is appalling. It really, really is.
Yeah, so
Sickening.
it addresses a waste issue too.
It's horrible. And there's no reason for anyone to be starving. There really isn't. And we literally have families that are starving right now, like everywhere. And especially here in Las Vegas, I mean, the stories that we get are horrible. And, families that are sick or still haven't gotten unemployment, or, there are families that are really, really struggling and to feed their families, to feed their kids, and meanwhile, there's all this food just getting thrown away. So I would love to see something like this be a movement that just spreads everywhere, because there's no reason that other people can't do this. It's a lot of work, but it's so rewarding, and it's rewarding. It really, really is.
And honestly, we all need to hear something good right now.
Yeah.
That's a fact. To survive this, we need to hear something good.
Yeah.
And it's amazing to me how Vegas, we don't get enough credit for this as a city, but I think Las Vegas is one of those cities, such a big, small town, big town, however you want to say it, where people are just really a family here. And it's amazing, like all these organizations, they all have like 3 Square, Living with Dignity, 24 Meals. I mean, people like Kim Foster, who, is a food writer, and she's got a freaking pantry outside her house that people just leave stuff in and people can get it for free. I mean, it's like all these little and big things that are happening. We all need it right now. We need to hear it. We need to see it. We need to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Right.
And the community here is so strong. It really is. And we have so many chefs. I mean, the food and beverage community, the chef community in this town. I mean, come on. We have chefs.
The big hitters here,
I mean, Chef Pete at the Venetian and Chef Sean. I mean,
he's done like 4 or 5 rounds.
Chef Pete has done 4 rounds. Chef Pete has. I send him 24, to-go boxes, and he sends me back 80.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll see you and raise you. In typical Vegas fashion.
Yeah. What's going on right now? Everyone's fighting. It's awful. And food always brings everyone together. Everyone can agree on good food,
Right.
Everyone. So, that's something that can always bring people together, and it does, and always does. And this is a perfect example of that. Everyone coming together.
Yeah, and we've all learned a lot from this whole coronavirus experience, right? And I just find it very inspiring to just see my faith in humanity restored, where people who have been affected by it, let's say I lost my job and stuff like that, but instead of bitching and moaning about it, I'm finding something better to do with my time, basically, and it goes for a lot more people who don't have much but have their time and their basically effort and talent and contribute to this kind of program.
All right, Lou, let's go ahead and move on to show and tell. And we have 2 guests today, and I hear that we each have something here. So let's go ahead and start with Katinka, because I see something very large on the wall behind you.
Yeah. So I wanted to do something really special for Matt. I think it was for Father's Day. Valentine's Day. So
wrong holiday, right intention.
We're terrible with holidays. So
so his grandmother's recipe I found, and I projected it on. Hope you can see it behind me here. I projected it on a projector, shadow casted it onto the wall, and then I traced it and painted in his grandmother's writing on the wall this fruit tart recipe that he remember. I know that his mother told me that his grandmother used to always make this for him. So this is hilarious though. So he got home and it was a grand reveal, right? So he gets home and he's looking at it. He knew exactly what it was. Right when he got home, he saw it and he was like, I love it. He's like, you do realize though that it says nut meats on our wall. Right?
It does say nut meats.
I was like, yeah. So I had no idea that nut meats was
nutmeg?
No, nut meat. Nut meat is what they used to call back in the day, hardy nuts.
Meat of the nut, whole cashews.
I thought it was a typo or something of nutmeg.
I thought so too. So I asked I called his mom and I'm like, hey, so it says nut meat. Is that correct? She, yeah, nut meat. So all walnuts and almonds, nut meat. It was a hardy nut.
Back in the day.
So it now says nut meat on my wall.
I see it.
But yeah, that's my show and tell, because it was labor of love and it looks pretty cool, and I thought that it
does. I love it. That's a beautiful idea.
It's my grandmother's writing, and she's no longer with us, and she was one of my, along with my mother, one of my bigger inspirations of why I do what I do and how I do what I do. So
yeah,
this year is incredible, and I get to see it every day.
Beautiful sentiment.
That's amazing. Yeah, I wish more people would write recipes on their walls.
Right?
Yes, I love the idea. You're going to start a trend.
Mm-hmm.
Matt, Mr. Chef on the show, what do you got for us for a tool?
I have a couple things. They're all the same, but it's a few different types.
Okay.
One thing that you will not find in my kitchen is the little cans of ground black pepper.
Okay.
So I have, and Katinka can attest to this, a little bit of a pepper mill problem.
Oh, you have several.
So
I do too.
have a couple. I brought out the cool ones. So this is my favorite.
Oh, it's like a music box.
Yeah, they pepper pie, and the pepper comes out here. So in this one, so each pepper mill I have a different blend of pepper. So this one is like my all-purpose. It's mostly black pepper with some white, pink, and green.
Okay.
This one is my other favorite one. I don't know if you can see it, but this is another Peugeot. Peugeot makes the best pepper mills, by the way.
I have a Peugeot.
And scooters and bikes,
Yes.
right? And with gears.
That's okay. But this one is just straight Szechuan peppercorns, which aren't
Nice.
actually peppercorns, but they have that cool like anisette flavor. This is it's empty because I ran out, but this is my
you're done.
one-handed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like a finisher.
This was a gift from one of my chef heroes, Sean Collenberg. So this is just black pepper goes in there. And then this is my Turkish pepper mill.
Oh, I've never seen that.
That is very
Oh, wow.
grinds, and then the pepper goes in here.
Ah, so is it from Turkey?
This is from Turkey. We didn't go to Turkey. It's made in Turkey.
Okay.
We do want to go to Turkey. And the funny thing that spawned all of this, talking about family and everything, is this big guy.
Oh, whoa.
It's my great-grandmother's coffee grinder. It still works. I do not grind coffee in here anymore, but it does work. You can grind
Okay.
stuff. But when I saw this little guy, it reminded me of this one.
Yes.
That's why this is my
Oh
favorite.
God, I love
Oh my
antique
God.
food equipment.
He's not really a gadget guy.
I don't do gadgets. Like I said, like I told Katinka in the past, if I can't do it with my knife, then it's not worth doing.
Yeah.
So I have a ton of knives, which are fun.
Yeah.
But then-
Who doesn't? We all have a knife obsession. Louis, get your timer ready, my dear.
Steamer.
We're
Here
gonna do
we
on the
go.
fly 60 seconds rapid fire questions. And Louis, let's
Katinka,
go
you
ahead
ready?
and start with Katinka.
Your favorite pandemic snack.
Oh, keto ice cream and beef jerky.
Yes.
And vodka. Vodka.
Are you a cat or a dog person?
Dog. All day.
If you could have a superpower, what would it be?
Articulation.
Okay. What did you want to be in kindergarten?
A lawyer. I know.
What happened? Dream place to travel and eat.
Hungry. I'm gonna go hungry.
We're all hungry. Childhood food craving.
Childhood. Oh, tortellini.
Best self-care move.
Well, it would be not working so much, but it hasn't happened yet.
Do
Most used emoji.
Uh,
Oh, I know that.
Hard to tell, isn't
All right, Matt's turn.
Yes.
These are your questions, Matt.
Right,
Louis,
okay,
Get
right.
your timer ready. 60
All
seconds.
right.
Rapid fire questions with Matt Fresinski, corporate chef, and your go-to Vegas restaurant.
Island sushi. I love it.
yeah.
Amazing.
Favorite knife.
I have 2 Bob Kramer Shuns that are the trophies of my knife.
I said Bob
kit.
Marley.
They're
Love
so they're so beautiful.
They're-
Your cooking music soundtrack.
Okay. I listen to a lot of Bastard Sons radio and also Avenged Sevenfold, Volbeat, so a very metal / ska, punk, all that good stuff.
I like it. Dream place to travel and eat.
I would love to go to France in the near future.
You're being
Me
kind.
too. Favorite cuisine.
My favorite cuisine, I love District 1, so Vietnamese. I also love a lot of Thai food. I love it all. I don't have a favorite.
Blackmailable fact about you.
Yikes.
I win. I won, right?
Yeah. Everybody wins.
It's not a contest, but go ahead, Matt. What's
Yeah.
your
Do
blackmailable
I have to
fact?
answer it? I won. Blackmailable fact about me.
Yeah.
In my past life, I had a ton of tickets.
Best cooking advice that you were given.
Okay, so I'm going to give the very first advice that I was ever given, and then I'm going to give good advice.
Okay.
So the first chef I worked for, it was Chef Chris Diamond. It was at a place called Catch 23 in Ithaca, New York. It's a seafood restaurant. And I approached him at 13 years old and said, I want to work for you. You don't have to pay me, just teach me. And he told me to find something else. Jokingly, of course. But he said, he basically told me, you don't know what you're getting into, but I will teach you everything I know. And he did. He's an amazing chef. He still is. He's in upstate New York. But from me, one of the things I try to tell my chefs all the time is be better every day. We always look at every single square inch of the kitchen and talk about how we're going to make it better, how we're going to improve the process, how we're going to be faster, what we need to do to be better. One of the things that translates into my life today and part of 24 Meals is to be better every day.
Let's go ahead, Katinka, and sell it for 24 Meals. Anything you want to say, how they can reach you, how they can help you, what they can do to make your organization better and grow.
So any chefs that want to get involved can reach out. Katinka, what is the email? Katinka at 24meals.org. Sorry. But any chefs that want to get involved, and we deliver the mystery box right to you. It has everything that you possibly could need. All we need from you is your time, your creativity, and your skills. The stories that we're getting are heartbreaking. And just yesterday we had one gentleman that came to us. He's 70 years old. He had frozen meals that he was cutting in half, his frozen dinners. He was cutting them in half so he can ration them and split them for 2 days, one frozen dinner. And this is what's happening everywhere. We sent out emergency delivery to him, and he started crying. Like, this is the kind of stuff that we're hearing and that's happening all over the place right now. So if you have a neighbor that needs help, if you check on your neighbors, check on the people around you, because you never know. A lot of people are too proud to ask for help, and just asking can go a long way. So
yeah. Definitely.
That's true.
Yeah. And all those chefs out there, please participate, because it's actually a lot of fun. I know it's overwhelming, and I know we have a lot of issues going on right now, but in the end, it's going to make you feel better. It's going to make you feel happier, and we all need a lift right now. So we want to thank you guys so much for what you're doing, for joining us today on this podcast. You can watch it on YouTube as well, and of course, in all your favorite podcast apps. Thank you so much, Katinka, and thank you so much, Matt.
Thank you for having us. We appreciate you guys. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, thank you for all that you do.